guys, welcome back to my kitchen today. We are doing something fun and a little bit scary for me on my part. Super vulnerable again for you guys. My husband's been asking me for years to make a Christmas Yule log cake. If you guys aren't aware of what the Yule log cake is, it's a rolled cake with cream cheese frosting in the middle. Any kind of, you can put really whatever you want in the middle, but you roll the cake when it's warm so it has a nice spiral when you cut into it. And then you decorate the outside to look like an actual log. You put some fun, cranberries and rosemary if you want to decorate it and make it look nice. So that's what my plan is. We'll see if we make it that far. No, we're gonna make it. We are going to make it that far. I've never made one. I'm a little nervous about rolling up the warm cake. But the good thing about this is you can cover your cracks with frosting. So hopefully that's probably what we're gonna have to do here. Okay, we are using a Pinterest recipe that I found. And it's a fairly simple one because I wanted to start out simple, and if it works for me, I will link you guys to that recipe so that you guys can make this at your house. Okay, if not, then it will be one of our Pinterest fails. And that's okay too. We're okay if we fail, sometimes we do. I've also got my Diet Coke today because you know I'm gonna need it. Okay, what else do we need? With our Yule log cakes, you do need to beat your eggs for a few minutes so they're light and fluffy. Then we'll add in, you just use a cake mix for this one and a few other ingredients. Simple, we can do this. We need our jelly roll pan, and parchment paper, and our pan so it does not stick. I'm also gonna do it a little bit different. I'm not following this recipe exactly. I know most of the times when you roll a cake, you'd use a towel, a dish towel. I've actually seen it done with just the parchment paper. You roll it up in the parchment paper. So we're gonna try that today. It's gonna be a little scary, but I'm taking you guys along, and hopefully my husband appreciates all that I'm doing for him here in my kitchen today. So let's get started, guys. To start out, we're adding 6 eggs. Our egg mixture is a pale yellow. That's what the instructions say it needs to be. So now we're gonna add the rest of our ingredients. Now we're gonna line our pan with parchment paper. I'm going to leave a little bit of overhang so that it'll be easier to get the cake when it is finished baking. Now we're gonna spray some cooking ham so it doesn't stick. Now we're gonna carefully dump our cake batter into our jelly roll pan. Going in the oven now for 350. We're gonna watch it, and when the shininess disappears, that means it is done. Cake is finished. We're gonna try and roll it up. Remember, it says to roll it up while it's hot, so it's really only been resting here for just a second. So we're gonna roll it while it's really warm. We're keeping the parchment paper on while we roll it. Okay, we rolled our cake. Now we're gonna go and let it cool. To make our sugar-coated cranberries, we have to coat them in sugar water. So we're gonna make the mixture and I'll walk you through it. Start out with a 1/2 cup of sugar and a 1/2 cup of water. I turn the stove on medium heat, and we're just gonna whisk it until the sugar dissolves and it comes to a little bit of a simmer. Alright, as you can see, it's just getting to a little simmer. That's all we're trying to do here, is just a little tiny simmer. And now that it is at this little simmer, we are going to take it off the heat. We're gonna add our cranberries. Coming around a little bit in here. And the sugar water, and then we're gonna cover it for 10 minutes. So we strained out the cranberry sauce. Our cranberries have been sitting for an hour, so now we are just going to, it's a little sticky, but it's okay. We're gonna pick them up and we're gonna put them in our sugar. We're just gonna kind of roll them around in our sugar. There you have it, our fun and sugar covered cranberries. They look so Christmassy and festive. All right, it's time to unroll this cake. Remember, if there's cracks when we're unrolling, which there will be, it's okay, we're gonna cover them with our frosting. Well, as you can see, it's not great. But I'm gonna frost it anyway and hope we can fix it. So, since it looks like our cake completely cracked in half, which is super disappointing and sad, dear, we maybe making 2 mini ones, which we'll just have to see. All right, let's see if we can even roll it up. Okay, so we are improvising today, and you can see that my cake decided it didn't want to stay together. And I kind of knew it when it was baking that it was going to struggle because it just looked that way. I am making 2. Let's attempt to roll this one. Okay. Look at that. Okay, I'm okay with it. We've got 2 Yule logs instead of 1, but I'm okay with it. Improvising. All right, let's frost these Yule logs. Yes, logs, because I had a little mishap, and that is okay because we can just keep going forward. I just got chocolate buttercream, and I'm just gonna kind of go across this so that we can kind of do a little design with it. Get our fork. I'm gonna kind of pull it along. All right, we started out making one Yule log and we ended up with two. Do I love making Yule logs? No, I don't. I would rather make a wedding cake, I think. I don't know, I'm just teasing, but I didn't love it because it was stressing me out. But I really liked trying it, and that's what I'm trying to do here at Shelley's Baked Cakes. I want to try hard things to take me out of my comfort zone, and the only thing is you guys get to watch the fail or the successful thing we're baking. I feel like you did see my failure, but you also saw that I rectified my failure and turned it into not one, but two Yule logs. And I think if nobody else knew, besides I'm sharing it with you all, but if no one else knew, they would think that's what I was going for, making two. I'm just saying, in baking, there's trial, there's error, and there's also ways to rectify and fix it. So today, we made two Yule logs on purpose. No, definitely not, but we did make them, and I feel like they still look fairly nice. I have the spiral, that's what we were going for. As far as the recipe goes, I don't love the recipe, it's a little bit dry, the cake, but I can link it for you guys if you would like in my profile. Let's see, my husband better be super grateful that he got not only one, but two Yule logs today. Oh dear, baking is an adventure. Thank you for being on this adventure with me, and I hope you stick with me even through my failures and my successes. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at Shelley's Baked Cakes. Push that button here on YouTube and subscribe to my channel, and have an awesome day, guys.